Hello and welcome to another session of Groundbreakers Live. I'm your host Javed Mohammed here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'm very honored to have with us Oscar Garcia, who is both the chairman and board member of SPOUG, which is the Spanish Oracle User Group. Oscar,
Right.
hola and welcome.
Hola, Javed. Hello. How are you doing? I'm doing fine over here.
Excellent. So it's a real pleasure to speak with you. We're talking a little bit off camera, and you've got a very interesting, not only a background, but in terms of everything you guys are doing with SPOUG. I guess it's called SPOUG.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
So I was wondering if you could just start things off. I know you guys have done some really exciting things in 2020, although we're now obviously in 2021. But for the folks out there, and actually even for other user groups that are out there, I think there are probably some key lessons or things they can actually learn. So you want to talk about how you transitioned into SPOUG 2020 and talk about its success.
Yeah, Javed, it was last year was well, a very critical year for the entire society. You know, it was a year who brought to the whole community, to the whole world, you know, a tremendous impact. You know, so I think that when you are getting close to the difficulties and you are getting close to challenges, you know, the new ideas come up, you know, and that's when the things start to grow, and you start to think about what can I do, how can I do this better, how can I enhance, you know. And it was crucial for us, you know, and we came from a challenge, and we brought a new, let's say, user group with new initiatives, with a new impact in the society, of course, with a refreshed impact in the Oracle community. Last year, when I started here in the SPOUG, in the Spain Oracle user group, when I joined, the first thing I saw was that we had to change our value proposition, because value proposition we had was the same as 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
Mhm.
Look, SPOUG has 31 years old. It has the Spain community in
Wow.
the Oracle community, 31 years. And
Uh-huh.
I thought we had the same value proposition as many years ago, and it was not changed. So first thing of all, we decided, let's change and let's refocus the value proposition. Um, we identified it, what had to be changed, and well, one of the challenges we had was the our annual convention.
Hmm.
Okay, and that annual convention at the beginning of the year, as everybody was thinking, hey, well, let's do an in-person convention in a good place with good speakers, blah blah blah, as every year. But
Uh-huh.
suddenly this COVID crisis came on board, and we thought that we had to innovate, and we had to bring a new a sphere, a new thing to the people. And searching on platforms, we decided, hey, let's focus on find a new platform, and find a disruptive way of delivering this annual convention. And that was a big success, you know. Identify a very disruptive platform where we did the spoke 20 in a virtual world with avatars, what you had to dress up with your t-shirt, with your hat, and you were able to interact with other people as if you were in a in-person event. It was
Got it. So
something that
it sounds like a Second Life or one of those kind of games where you take on a
absolutely.
persona as an avatar.
Yeah, yeah. You had the chance to you have a virtual world for the exhibition area. All the people who support, all the companies who supported the convention had their own booth. We had about 20 different virtual worlds for the different auditoriums. We had a VIP area. We had many areas interesting. We had there, and it was an absolutely success. I think uh, we had almost 600 people joined that convention, more or less 600. It
Okay.
was
So,
an absolutely success.
so it's interesting that you actually, you had the the vision and the courage to do something which was so different. So I can understand there's a coolness factor. I'm just thinking about, because I did attend one of the demos for the platform, and there's a bit of a learning curve involved. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, at the end of the conference, what did you find worked well? What did it? Because it's something which is so different than, how we interact. So anything you can anything you can share from that?
Well, of course, we have obviously our lessons learned from that experience,
Uh-huh.
but it was an absolutely positive thing for everybody.
Hmm.
But having said that, we have to learn about how to speak, how to walk around that virtual world. You know, that was the main challenge. And as quick as you start interacting with people, as quick you will enjoy that platform. Okay, that was the experience. uh, if you are lazy, if you don't want to talk to that people, I don't want to get approach that avatar, I don't want to interact with the people, as quick as you do that, the quicker you got involved and you get a better experience. But definitely, we have things to enhance and to improve, but the result was an absolutely impressive and positive. And it was not just in terms of the experience of the people, it's all the data we bring, and how we can now analyze and review the performance of the people inside this kind of conventions.
Can you mention what the name of the platform was?
It's called virtual events.
Okay. All right.
Virtual, yeah, it's
Okay.
called
All right.
virtual.
Okay. Awesome. All right. I'd like to kind of move on. So that's thank you so much for actually sharing that one. I know you've got a lot of activities planned for 2021. Can you talk about what Spoke Academy is doing from an education standpoint and what some of your plans are for this year?
Yeah, Javed. We also think that that let's say in quotes the webinars or we normally attend on in our daily basis,
Hmm.
um, should be more focused on and think about what I'm going to learn on that
Hmm.
webinar, and that's what we are going to focus.
Hmm.
We are going to put a lot of attention in the about feeling correctly on every webinar and every workshop. What is the attendee going to learn on this webinar? What are they going to be the new capabilities of the attendee of this webinar going to have after that session? That's what we want to focus. We have this program, we call it SPOUG Academy, where we are going planning and preparing and delivering webinars, workshops alongside with Oracle and other SPOUG members that we all look forward are going to be very positive for the community.
Okay. Want to kind of just segue into talking about community. I think you probably got a lot of trending initiatives. You're creating content, in different formats, whether it be webinars or other ways. You want to just talk a little bit about that? Because again, we were talking a little bit off camera about that. What are some of these initiatives and can that people may find valuable?
Yeah, for me, the content is key for the community, and uh, content in terms of value content, not let's introduce this platform, blah blah blah. Talk about. We want to go into the detail, and we want to build value content. Uh, it was one of the things of our strategy. One the strategy we had to change and to implement because. Thinking about the value chain we have in our community, considering SPO, considering Oracle, considering the SPO members, considering the technicians, consultants of the members of that are also members of SPO, we have the community and we are get so we have this the value chain, and we want to impact on each of these points of the value chain, and what we are getting that with a program. who is wants to bring uh, content, but valuable content to the community.
Mhm.
And at the end, impacting with this program that impacts on every part of this value chain, we have about 30 guys, 30 consultants, that are working to bring content and value content to the community.
Mhm.
It's important for us, bring that information for the people.
Okay, I loved how you painted a picture of that visual of the value chain. So thank you for doing that. Last but not least, you know, as obviously some of these things were triggered by COVID, we're also seeing here in the US and I'm sure also in Europe, some good signs that progress is being made, and at a certain point we'll get back to the real world, or at least in some way, shape, or form of how things used to be.
Yeah.
So where are you guys at in terms of thinking in terms of doing in-person events, and how does that look going forward for SPOUG 2021?
Yeah, definitely. We are positive, that this situation is going to be reverted back in the short midterm. Okay,
Mhm.
so we are considering that this summer, at least in Europe, and I think it's going to be, we can say the same for the rest of Europe and Spain, that the summer is going to be a key period where we are expecting to resume and get back, not to the normal basis, but with in-person events, with a lot of, with considering as a key factor to take that in-person event as the security, the key for deliver that event. Okay, and we think that we can go back again to the in-person events in summer or after summer. We are consider thinking, and well, think how we are going to uh, uh, bring surprise to the community for the Spoke 21. If we did it,
Mhm.
if we did that in Spoke 20, what's going to be the next? How we can surprise, and how we can bring new things to the community. We are thinking about what's going to be the next initiative, innovation initiative, to put it in place, to to well, just to surprise and make happy, and make that positive impact that we want to bring to the community. And we have that Spoke 21. We have also all the Oracle tours, focus it in the applications unlimited for e-business suite, GD Edwards, PeopleSoft. Okay, also by the end of the year. And we have also our, let's say, disruptive or events that are more focused for cloud platforms, for cloud solutions, for OCI, native development, etc. Okay, and that
Wonderful.
all that is going to come on board, let's say, in summer or after summer.
Okay, so a lot of exciting things. So one last question, and that's got nothing to do with Spoke, but you're based in Madrid, Spain. And so I always like to ask
Correct.
people, when people are in a different part of the world, if someone was to visit Madrid, right? Besides maybe going and watching Real Madrid or whatever the name of the other team is, I forget. But what is like one experience or one food? And I'm sure there's so many things one person can do, but if there's one thing you would recommend someone to do if they're visiting Madrid, what would it be?
It maybe.
Eat.
The food, definitely. But you can think that we have the culture of the good food, of the elaborated dishes.
Uh-huh.
We have uh, um, we have very, very good food culture, I think.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you can enjoy, you can go to fabulous restaurants. So we have
Uh-huh.
over here, and enjoy the good dinner with friends.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do you have a
uh,
favorite dish?
I'm very traditional for that, you know. The Spanish omelette, the tortilla española, for me, I would say that it's my traditional dish, you know.
Okay, okay.
Not sophisticated, you know, in terms of that, but definitely the food, it's one of the cultural things that you can enjoy, not just in Madrid, in the entire Spain. And well, all the historic you can see all around Madrid, the Royal Theatre, the Royal Palace, all the Gran Via area. You have nice places for work and for party, obviously.
Okay. All right, then, Oscar, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for innovating. Thank you for
You're welcome,
educating.
David.
Thank you for taking the initiative and wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much for your call, and it's a pleasure. Looking forward and wishing all the best to the audience. We all look forward. All people is safe and getting recovered very very soon from all this situation. Thank you so much.
Okay, yes.
Take care. Bye. Adios.